and taking it past midfield and down the sideline he goes. This is storybook. An opening kickoff return for Damar Hamlin.
2nd and 17. Hamlin has time. Intercepted. Sauce Gardner's got it.
And the Kansas City Chiefs have won Super Bowl 57.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Sportorium. We are continuing our NFC predictions. We are going on to the NFC North today. So let's get right into it. We'll start with the Chicago Bears.
Yep.
So we got pretty similar, just a middle of the pack team. Not terrible, not good.
You know, it was good. They're friggin' off season.
Yeah,
Crazy.
they brought a lot of people in. Tremaine Edmonds,
Oh,
TJ
man.
Edwards.
Yep.
Obviously, the big trade for DJ Moore.
Yep.
And,
Tonyan.
Robert Tonyan, too. Forgot about him.
Yep. Even
But that's-
Deontay Foreman.
Yeah, Deontay Foreman. They
like
drafted
that guy a lot.
Roshan Johnson, too, which out of
Mhm.
Texas. I actually like him, too. So
Yep.
they definitely had a pretty good offseason.
Big thing.
And obviously, the main thing is Justin Fields needs to take the next step with his arm. He can do it with his
Yeah.
legs. We already saw that.
Yep.
And if anybody's going to unlock that, it's DJ Moore.
Yeah, it could.
I've always been like a very big believer in DJ Moore. Last year when he went to when Baker went to the Panthers, and I wasn't aware that he was as bad as he was, I thought that he was going to have like a ridiculous year. And I'm pretty sure you did too, James.
Yeah, no, that was like one of my hot takes.
Yeah. And it just did not happen because Baker was that bad. But
Yep.
I mean, he's a great player, great route runner. He's a wide receiver 1. And it's basically what they tried to do with Chase Claypool last year by trading for him, but they actually traded for a good receiver this time.
That was just
Yeah.
pointless.
It was so
For a
stupid.
second. Oh,
Which was a first round pick
yeah.
because it was the 30th. It was so stupid. It was stupid when it first happened, and then when it ended up being that high of a pick, it was even more stupid.
Yeah.
But I think they made up for it with the DJ Moore trade.
I mean, Justin Fields really just has to make that Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson leap. He can run just like they did, but throwing that
Yeah.
ball, it'll change his team.
Yeah, but
Be a very good team, actually.
He didn't show anything last year with like throwing.
Yeah,
Like,
he had like
Hurts,
two
showed-
good throws a game,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
But Hurts was exactly like that the year before he was good though.
Yeah,
Like
but
he was
Hurts
so
made
bad.
some throws. He wasn't like. I don't think
Yeah.
he was as bad at throwing as Fields was last year.
I don't know. It's tough
Close.
because Jalen
Yeah.
Hurts had literally no pocket awareness too. He was like, I hated Jalen Hurts coming into last year because like watching him try to maneuver a pocket was terrible. I think Fields is better
Yeah,
with
no.
that, but it's just like the short to intermediate like touch passes he can't do. He'll hit a nice deep ball every now and then, and nobody's saying that he doesn't have a rocket of an arm, but it's just
Yeah.
the consistency and touch on it. But we've seen it happen before. Quarterbacks take jumps, so I wouldn't be too surprised.
And I wanted him instead of Zach Wilson, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I mean, anybody,
He has the team like compared to like Hurts and like Lamar.
yeah, that's definitely not as good of a team as they had, and especially Jalen Hurts with the O-line. But I mean,
it's just crazy.
they also brought in Darnell Wright. Go
Yeah.
Ball.
Oh yeah,
What was that, pick number
and
10
the
or
Chiefs were
something?
going to draft him.
Yeah, but then he went super high.
Yeah, I wanted that. That sucked.
Yeah, what do you go like 10?
Yeah, 10 to the Bears.
Yep.
But yeah, they had a very good offseason, though. I wouldn't be surprised
did.
if
Oh,
they're a little bit better than this, but
it's just a random side note. I'll be seeing them live this year in Kansas City.
yes.
Nice.
And that's one of the wins out of the 6 and 7 is going to be the Chiefs.
Yeah, probably because I'll be there.
nice.
No, it's gonna be fun to watch them this year, though. The Bears. I want to see Fields. He has like a lot of pressure on him now,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and he said something like, didn't he say he's gonna throw like 4,000 yards or something?
Oh, stop.
Because, I mean, it's insane to think about that the Bears have never had a 4,000-yard passer in their
I don't
history.
think he's gonna be the one to do it just because he runs so much too.
I think there's a possibility. He said he's going to do it this year. I don't know. about
Definitely not. He's 100%
Not happening.
that. Hey, but love the confidence, buddy.
Yeah, right.
Did Lamar ever even throw 4,000 yards?
He never has.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Really?
say. It's
What
not
was
like
its highest?
3,100 is MVP season.
That's insane.
Wow.
That's terrible.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Someone that runs like that, like Fields runs probably just as much as Lamar. It's like it's tough to like rush 1,000 yards and then throw 4,000.
Yeah, and like how many yards did Hurts have last year?
He had like a little over 3,000, I think, if I remember.
He was out
correctly.
Yeah,
3
30,
games too, though.
3,700 actually.
Oh, okay, that's yeah.
Yeah.
So
He also didn't have that many rushing yards, honestly, compared
That's
to
insane.
like
It's like that'd be like
well, it's
5,000
760, but
total yards for like Justin Fields
yeah,
if he gets 1,000 like rushing yards.
it could happen. I wouldn't be too surprised.
I would be very surprised. If he
I would be
throws
surprised if
4,000
his
yards.
running takes a step back this year, though.
No, I don't think his running is in it at all. I don't see him throwing for 4,000 yards.
nah,
Maybe,
not at all.
but I mean, now that we know that he is such a threat with his legs, like there were some games like even when because he started off slow with rushing the ball, but like once he
Very
got to
slow.
like week 5 or week 6, then it was just the Justin Fields show. But then he went against the Bills and he had like 6 rushing yards or something like that.
Yeah.
So now teams like know what he is. He's going to be forced to throw the ball.
Yep.
So.
Well, enough with this team. On to the Detroit Lions, all making playoffs. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
They have a good schedule. They really do. They had a very strong offseason. I liked it a lot.
Yep.
The draft was good too. It was just a little strange.
It was very weird, but they got good players.
Yeah. Just they reached on all of them by a little bit.
Yes. Literally every single one they reached by a little bit, but they were all good
Yep.
players. So I mean, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But,
I mean they were like
sure.
one win out of the playoffs last year, so
Yeah. And they did nothing but get better.
Yeah.
The only thing
So-
would maybe be their running backs. But I mean, I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be a beast. We've seen David Montgomery is very good, but you're losing out
Yeah, I
on
like Monty a
DeAndre
lot.
Swift and the touchdown leader from last year,
Javante. Yeah.
Jamal.
Jamal Williams.
Yeah,
Javante. Yeah, I
You're
mess
laughing
that
at
up
me.
all
I
the
said
time.
Bijan before.
Shut up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, Jameson Williams suspension for a few games. It's going to be pretty big.
Yeah.
Sam Laporta out of Iowa. The main thing
Yeah, I
with
heard
him
he's-
is he going to fill the Hawkinson role? And I think he's really good.
Yeah, I heard he's
It's
been
good,
like
but
playing a huge role in the offense in camp. So
really?
Yeah. No, he's very good. He's very good after the catch too, which is definitely going to be big.
Hmm.
And their safety depth is just like insane. And then they also got CJ Gardner-Johnson. And is he a safety?
Yeah,
Is he a
yep.
slot corner? I don't know. But their safety depth is like
Drafted Brian
how long,
Branch. Yeah,
how
it's
long is he
big.
out for?
I haven't heard anything on it, honestly.
Me neither.
Yeah. But like you look at their safeties, not even counting CJ Gardner-Johnson. Let's just say he's straight slot corner. Kirby Joseph, who owns Aaron Rodgers, Tracy Walker, who's okay. Efatu Melifonwu, very good. Brian Branch, somehow a second rounder, but was probably a top 15 player in the draft. Like crazy. They could do a lot of things with that defense.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing this team. So
Very good roster.
And it's kind of like on the quarterback here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Goff is
Goff
good
has been
enough
playing
to.
great.
Yeah, he's not like a superstar, obviously. He's just a game manager, but he's been doing a very good job at that.
Very, very good. Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do about the running back situation. Because
What do you mean?
Fine.
Jamal Williams got all the friggin' touchdowns.
Dave Montgomery.
Yeah, he's not as good.
Jamal Williams isn't good. He
Yeah,
just got the
Jamal-
ball on the 1 yard line 17 times.
Yeah, but
I don't think
No.
Jamal Williams is good at all.
I think
I think-
Monty's better than him, honestly.
100%.
I don't think Williams is bad, but I don't think like he's anything crazy.
He's just a straight short
Like,
yardage
Monty would
back.
do the same thing that he did last year if he got the ball on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe.
I don't think he has
I
as
don't
much power as Jamal Williams, but if you put like Zeke or like
Yeah.
Latavius Murray in the exact same, like if you handed them the ball off in the exact same scenarios every single time you gave Jamal Williams the ball, they'd have the exact same amount of touchdowns in my eyes.
Yeah, not exact same, but I
I
get
would
what
say
you're
the
saying.
exact same. I would
Yeah,
say
it's
the
just
exact
like
same thing.
it's like Hurts' 1 yard rushing touchdowns.
Exactly. Like I'm not gonna say that
Yeah,
he is like the best rushing quarterback of all time because he got 1 yard touchdowns.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's gonna be a
Oh.
big loss at all. And I think Gibbs
Yeah.
is like very good.
Yeah. I haven't really seen Gibbs play that much.
I've
So.
seen him play in person, and he was Alabama last year. He was the leading
Yeah.
rusher and the leading receiver, which is ridiculous for Alabama.
Damn. Yeah. On to the Green Bay Packers, who I am part owner, just so you know.
That
Just
is
in case
true.
you didn't know. All right. Good.
That's why you had insider information. That's why you got the Rodgers trade.
Yep. I made it happen. That's all. But yeah. As a Jet fan, I mean, I want to say a thank you and you're welcome because thank you for Rodgers and he restructured and you're welcome for the first round picks. So it was a good trade now that Rodgers is going to be here for more than 1 year. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
what you think,
Depends.
buddy.
that is true. All I know is Jordan Love sucks balls.
Yeah,
so.
that's
I don't think Jordan
Love
Love sucks at all. I think he's
I don't
actually
think
going to be
he's
pretty
good.
solid. I mean, we haven't seen anything like at all. We saw
Nah,
like what
especially the
one
Chiefs.
game. Well, yeah, but that was
Yeah.
also like his first game ever, and his mom was sitting in the nosebleeds. I'll mention that every single time we bring up that game because
Yeah,
it's
no, I
so
was kidding. I
funny.
mean, I don't really think he's gonna do anything crazy, but there's like we haven't really seen him that much, so I guess like we
Yeah.
can't hate on it. But
Yeah, I mean, I think with what we have seen, I think he can be pretty solid, and he's got like pretty decent weapons. Just drafted Luke Musgrave, Jaden Reed, obviously Christian Watson, Romeo Dubs already there, and
yeah,
the
I
running
like
backs
Christian
too.
Watson a lot.
I'm honestly
I mean,
not a
so
big
Aaron
fan of
Jones,
Christian Watson.
I love him. He's
Yeah.
he's a dog.
I think he's really good, like after the catch, but
Yeah, he's fast.
yeah, inconsistent hands though, to say the least.
Yeah, he was also
he
like
was-
young. He's young still. I don't know.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got drafted
This is a
last
big
year.
year
No?
for him. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is a
this
big
is
year
second
for
year.
him.
Yeah, but I think they have like a
Obviously.
pretty solid roster, like especially offensively. Like their offensive line is not bad. They got some pretty damn good pieces on defense too. It's just a matter of
Luke Van
Is-
Ness. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
the drafted
Diggs
Lucas
is
Van Ness
back.
Safeties. Yeah.
too. With Jair Alexander.
Yeah,
Nah. I think but all in all, it's just a matter of if Jordan Love will be the guy,
Yeah.
which you'll probably find out this year.
For sure. I definitely think so. But they're taking a step back for sure. Anything else? Vikings.
This is obviously our division winners. Actually, Rocker, do you have them
Mhm.
winning the division? Or you have the Lions?
I think I had the Lions, not gonna lie.
yeah. I think you have the Lions 12 wins.
12-5, yeah.
You
Yeah,
just also go
Vikings
back
11.
and slide and see it.
That is also
Oh,
very
it's just
true.
like-
Yes,
yeah.
so- Rocco has the Lions winning the division, but me and James, 13-4, winning the division. Vikings, we agree on that.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're one of those teams again, like kind of like the Cowboys. Or like
I was just going to bring them up for a different reason from the
they're a
Cowboys.
regular season
Go on.
team. It's like I don't know. They have a pretty easy schedule again this year. It's kind of going to be similar to last year.
Yeah.
And I mean, they had a great year. It just ended terribly.
Yeah, they were frauds the whole year, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was going to bring up about the Cowboys is the running back situation is basically the same, only that Madison's
Yeah.
a little more unproven than Pollard, but
Mhm.
they both they are the RB1s. They have a huge role to fill.
Yeah,
So-
that's true. I like Madison a lot, though.
Yeah, no, me too. I think he's really good. And
Yeah.
I mean, they don't really have CB depth is not great. They traded Zadarius Smith. They got Marcus Davenport, who is nah. And then
Byron
outside of
Murphy.
yeah, they also got Byron Murphy. But
Mhm.
outside of like Daniil Hunter for edge, like they don't really have anybody.
No.
But I think that like it's always been the same thing with the Vikings is their defense really isn't great, but their offense is so high powered that it doesn't matter. And then you
Yeah.
add in the 140-mile-per-hour man, Jordan Addison,
Mhm.
and it's just a great
True.
offense.
My whole thing with this team is they're giving the reins to Alexander Madison. What was really wrong with Dalvin Cook? I know he got hurt every now and then, but he's always has been a great running back.
Yeah,
What
I think it
changed?
was just injuries plus he was making a pretty decent amount of money.
Guess
Like every
Dalvin
time
Cook still
Madison
has
actually
it.
got the ball, like he was able to like
Yeah.
be fine. Like he was
He's
always
basically just Dalvin Cook in a different
Yeah.
number.
Yeah,
And they
no,
lose
They
anyway,
literally,
too.
I literally would like
Yeah.
think that like it was Dalvin Cook, and then it wouldn't be Dalvin Cook.
Yep.
Especially they both switched to single digit numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I guess they realized it's time to like I guess move on. Similar to like it's just like he just said, it's like the Cowboys situation.
Nah.
Yeah. I think the
Whoever
Cowboys
gets-
situation was a little different, though.
Yeah, like Zeke
Yeah.
wasn't. I guess
Zeke was actually
producing,
ass.
like, yeah,
Dalvin Cook was still fantastic.
Zeke
So.
should have switched to.
And how old is he?
28,
27?
something
Let's
around
see.
there. Well, he's going to be a Jet soon, so
Yeah, hope so.
as of right
Hope
now,
so. 27. He's turning 28 in August next
Mm.
month. So
Yeah.
yeah.
that is a weird situation, but I think the
It is.
Vikings will be fine. I don't think they will miss him too much.
I agree. Definitely agree.
But yeah, this covers the North. It's basically between the Vikings and Lions. Even if I don't have the Lions winning the division right here, I think James can attest this as well. We would not be surprised if they did.
Yeah, I still think the Vikings will.
As do I, but anything could happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all though if the Lions won it.
I think the Lions are going to shake it up a little bit. That's all.
And they're
But I
very-
can definitely see the Vikings win. So
yeah, I mean, it's a lot of divisions are like this where it's like your two top dogs and then kind of just battling it out in the bottom. But I mean, we got some good teams in here.
I have a question. You think like if the Vikings don't really like do anything again this year, do you think like Kirk is like on the hot seat kind of?
It's so tough because we've been talking about this for Kirk Cousins' whole career.
Yeah, I know.
Because he's always good enough to like win you a few games, get a bigger contract, but I don't know if he'll ever be good enough to like win primetime games. So I don't know.
Proven how many years that he's not good enough to win those games. So
And it's like kind of the same thing. Like I feel like the Vikings and Cowboys are very similar. It's like Dak
Yeah.
is like almost on the hot seat to me too. It's like
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
They're in that level of where it's like they're probably not getting better, but they're not. It was exactly like Derek Carr, but the Raiders actually did something about it.
yeah.
I think Kirk
But,
is
like,
better than Derek Carr, but
Derek Carr didn't have like crazy teams like they kind of do.
yeah,
Like
that
the
is
Cowboys
true.
roster is like kind of insane, like
Yeah,
both
it is.
sides of the ball.
Yeah. And the Vikings offense is ridiculous.
I always thought like Derek Carr was just like overhated.
Yeah, me too.
yeah, I always felt the same way.
Even with
He's not
Kirk,
that bad.
Yeah, Kirk too. It's like he's like he puts up good stats. It's just like when you choke every year, it's like the same thing with Dak.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
people are just gonna like meme you.
Kirk is also a good example of why you can't just look at stats
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
like obviously he is a good quarterback. Obviously he does put up good stats, but he's like not as good as his stats say he is, kind of.
yeah.
He's still good though. Still underrated.
He was almost a Jet a few years ago. And instead, what happened? We got Sam Darnold. Woo!
Great. All right. Well, that covers the NFC North. Next, we have the dumpster fire that is called the NFC South. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you check out the other videos going over the rest of the divisions, the whole entire AFC. And any last words, boys?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, nope.
Till next time.
I was trying to think of a joke.